Ladies and gentlemen, I'm meadsy69. Welcome back to the channel. Today we have one of the best battles that you'll ever see in the Badger. Yes, the Badger, it was one of the worst tier 10 tanks in the game, but ever since Wargaming have buffed this tank, it is absolutely insane. The DPM is crazy at 3,856. The penetration also is not bad at 280 standard and 370 on your APCR. The HG 65, you also have a 460 alpha shot on your AP, 390 on your APCR, and 550 on your HE. Aim time 3.6, and the gun dispersion 0.317, and you do have a very nice 10 degrees of gun depression and 34 kilometers per hour speed. So the speed is not great in the tank, but Wargaming did buff the traverse on the tank, and that now just makes it absolutely insane. So the armor profile as well is really good. Frontal armor is 215 and the sides is 152. But if you get this in a certain position, it is almost impenetrable. It's almost, you can't pen it. So we're going to have a look at a battle that a friend of mine, Cougar, sent me today. And it is absolutely fantastic. It's yeah, as you've seen by the title, over 10,000 damage. 10,000 damage done, I think, for the first time ever in the Badger. So we are on the Normandy map, and the entire game, or the entire team, is all tier 10. So there is no tier 9. And to be honest, with the tier 10, we do get this a lot, where there's just all tier 10, no tier 9, and that's good for someone that can play, because there's more alpha. Of course, there's more damage, to do, because there's more hit points to deal with, and our guy here in the Badger is going to rack up all of this this damage. So he's pushing forward, of course, in the Badger. If you can get yourself on a ridgeline, that is where this tank will really shine. If you play it like a TD, then you've got to be very patient. But as you can see, our guy is going front line in this thing, and this tank is pretty good front line. That poor TVP on his team did not last even a minute of the game, so he put himself in a very bad position, and he got absolutely wrecked from the Death Star. And as you can see, when you are hold down in this thing, you can get some bounces. So okay, I mean, I don't know why he's saying okay, because he did shoot the turret, or the gun, of that Death Star on that first shot. So 1,800 damage so far. He's made the Death Star back up, which is great for him, because at least he can focus on the guys in front. Now, he's actually a little bit angry because of RNG. He's bouncing some of these shots. I mean, but then he's getting shots like that. So I don't know why he's actually given this little rage here, because that was probably his fault. So far he is now on 2.7k damage. He's still full hit points, which is great, but with 3 tanks down against 7, he's gonna have to start doing something a little bit more special, and he's gonna have to start clearing these guys very quickly. So you can see the object 140 to the right there. He is now a one shot. Getting rid of this E100 is an absolute must, because that is a big tank, and it's got a big gun. So there goes the E50M. So at least that is one tank gone, and now there is the second tank gone. So it does make that now a little bit more easier. But of course, he has to be careful putting himself in this position, because as we know, there is a Death Star somewhere, and luckily the Death Star is coming down below. So of course, going for the Death Star is an absolute must, especially if he's not looking at you, and he's now on he's trying to aim, he's trying to get the pen, because obviously when you are face hugging a Badger, it is not the easiest to pen. So instead he's like, no, do you know what, nah, I ain't going for you. I'm going to go and clear the T62. So that was the right move there for the Death Star. So now 4.9k damage, 1 against 4. Luckily, there are a couple of tanks that is very low hit points. So he's going to go for the E4. The E4, of course, does have Again, a nice gun, and he doesn't have many hit points, so he's going to go for the Object 140 there. That was, again, a brilliant choice because of that DPM, but now he has to clear this E4. He's going to go for the shot, and unfortunately does miss that shot. This doesn't look good for him right now. It really doesn't look good with the IS-4 coming, the IS-7 also next to him, and a E4 on the right. It really doesn't look good. I do not know what this IS-4 is doing. At least just one tank, get behind him. Just get behind him. This is all you need to do. But no, I mean, the IS-7 at least tried, but God knows what this IS-4 is doing. So now he is doing the right thing. He's backing up. The IS-4 is firing HE, which is a shame, actually, because that means at least he's going to do some damage. So now he is a one shot. He needs to get some block damage. The IS-7 shoots, he misses his shot, and he does clear him. So that is now 5 kills, 2,200 block damage, and now he's just got a full hit point IS-4 to do. An IS-4 that is firing HE. So even if the IS-4 is only doing sort of 50, 60 to 100 damage per shot, he will still easily be able to win this game. So he's just going to go close. And luckily for him, he's only got 63 damage there. That was a very troll bounce indeed. Very troll bounce on the bottom plate. So now he doesn't want to drop, because if he drops with the IS-4 shooting, excuse me, with the IS-4 shooting HE, he might be able to shoot under his tank, and that might be enough to do the damage needed to clear the Badger. So still 2.5 minutes left on the clock, 8,300 damage. So even if he dies right now, he has still done a remarkable job. He's still done an absolutely fantastic job. 8,300 damage by all means is a great job. It's not, even if you die, it doesn't really matter, because you know you can hold your head up high and thought, you know what, I tried. It was a 1 versus 4, and I still managed to bring it down to a 1 versus 1. But what you don't also want to have, excuse me, what you don't want to happen is lose against a player that is not good. You know, this guy could be a 40% player. Obviously, he's not that great because he's sitting there firing HE every single shot. So you don't want to lose against a guy that is just playing like this. And again, 500 block damage with HE, so that was a bit lucky. And again, with the DPM of this IS-4, he can now shoot him twice before the IS-4 is pretty much reloaded. And again, there we go, another 500 blocked damage. So he's going to get one more shot. Unfortunately, that was a low roll, so he's not managed to clear him. And with 1 APCR left, he does manage to take him out. So absolutely brilliant play. Obviously he did get lucky with the IS-4 being such a noob, but he deserved that win. He absolutely deserved that win. 3,700 blocked damage. On top of that, 10,000 damage himself. Absolutely brilliant. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you haven't got the Badger, it is definitely worth getting when it is for sale. Hope you enjoyed it. I'm Meadsy, and I will catch you all soon. Bye-bye. With